Good evening, good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you're joining me from today. I'm Melanie from Love Like Truth, and with us today we have Rocky. Rocky has decided to join us today. He may or may not be on screen much. We will see what he decides to do. But yes, the fluffiness that you see is my lovely cat Rocky, who's decided to join us on our... Right, there we go. You put your foot down, please. Put your foot down. No, okay. Anyway, hey ho. How are you all today? How was your weekend? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time out to honour yourself. Should we move this? Should we, you decided to be in it today, have you, Rocky? So yes, how was your weekend? Where was I? Should we do what we always do? Should we come back to our breath? Shall we take some time to acknowledge ourselves? And yeah, let's do some breath work. So let's do 5 deep conscious breaths. Come back to ourselves, just come back to the present moment, being with ourselves. So big deep breath in. We're expanding our belly and exhale out through our mouth, letting go of everything that no longer serves us. There we go, feeling much better. So yes, what have you been up to this weekend? Do let me know. Love to hear your stories. As always, this is Finding Happiness During Lockdown series. While the UK is currently in lockdown number 2. And as part of that, I always like to invite you to come up with your gratitude list for the day. 3 things that you're grateful for. Just helps us remind of what we do have, rather than living in lack and always wanting more. So for me, we've had a very family-based weekend and day to day, and I'm very, very grateful for my family, and my 3 things on my list today are actually 4. I'm very, very grateful for my children. My children are the love of my life, as well as Paul. And yeah, so Rocky, who is sitting just below the camera now, on the desk, has decided to join today. He's my spiritual guide, he's my friend, he is the one who got me through a difficult time in my life, and I will always have a special bond with him. So I'm very, very grateful that he came into my life when he did. He really did change my life, and I will forever be grateful for him. Secondly is my rabbit Chip. Absolutely love him to pieces. He is a bit younger, a bit more mischievous, And he is very much slowly teaching me the art of patience and the art of loving him despite his, I don't want to say failings or faults, because it's just him being natural. You know, his natural temperament as a rabbit, but it can be quite frustrating. You know, he's a little terror, but that's part of why I love him as well. So yeah, you know, Rocky loves me unconditionally, and Chip loves me when he can eat my trousers and eat my clothes. Basically, he loves to eat anything he can get his hands on. So yeah, but I love Chip and wouldn't have it any other way. Would not want him in my life. And thirdly, Flint. For those of you who are new to the channel, then Flint is my human baby. And yeah, so I love my child, you know, it goes without saying really. He's opened my heart up, brought light and joy to my world, even more so than I already had. And just so very grateful to have him in our lives, and yeah, teaching us so much already, so I love him dearly. And then Paul and I actually already have a child who is an angel child. He already has his angel wings, and again he you know, touched this earth for such a short amount of time, but he taught me the love of a child. He taught me that I want to carry on and try for another child, and have children with Paul. You know, he really showed me that lesson, and I will be forever grateful to him for that. You know, we then went on to have to have Flint. But yeah, so all of my children, you know, I don't, you know, you never forget the children that you've lost, and I know he watches over us, so I'm grateful to all 4 of my children. Oh, it could be quite emotional, can't it, talking about loved ones, whether they're here or not. So yeah, what are you grateful for? Yeah, so finding happiness is really a lot to do with finding yourself and finding that connection with your soul, re-remembering why you're here, re-remembering what it is that you want to experience in this lifetime. Ultimately brings you happiness. You know, if you follow your instincts, if you follow your guidance, if you follow that desire that you just have burning inside you, you know, your soul is shouting out to you what it wants to experience in this lifetime. If you follow that, happiness will find you. You know, I spent a lot of my life unhappy, and among other things, you know, one thing that I used to believe that I didn't actually want children. I never wanted children for most of my life. Never thought I'd have children of the human kind of my own. But yeah, finding myself, reconnecting back to my soul, you know, re-remembering who I really am, who I truly am, realising why I'd built up this fear around having children, to mask what was actually true for me, which was this long desire to be a mother, to have children, to have a family. And once I stripped back the layers of fear and limiting beliefs and stories that I told myself, you know, to reveal what I truly felt inside. You know, I followed my guidance, even when I had got pregnant. You know, being pregnant brought up so much for me. The fear of not wanting a child for so many years, and then suddenly I was pregnant. Now, obviously, the soul, you know, my spirit wanted that, and I was happy to be pregnant. But there's that tiny part of you that's like, hang on a minute, what's happening? You know, I didn't think I'd ever do this. But my goodness, am I glad that I did, because I'm the happiest I've ever been. Being with Paul and having Flint has brought happiness into my life like I've never known before. It, you know, I'm not saying this to gloat or to make it sound like I have this wonderful life. You know, I still have down days. You know, we still have frustrations. You know, life's not perfect, but I just kind of wanted to share with you really how when you're in that place of being so unhappy, of being so like, what's the point? You know, I remember those days, and I remember never thinking I'd never be happy, never truly happy, I never thought I would be ever as happy as I am now in today's, you know, current reality. And it's very easy to think that if you've never experienced happiness, which I hadn't until recently. You know, my whole life I've spent pretty much unhappy for various reasons. It's very easy to believe that you won't ever find or achieve happiness in life. And I am just telling you this story, or telling you my story, you know, to show you that it is possible, to show you that you can be in the depths of darkness, you know, not trusting yourself, not trusting life, you know, beating yourself up, and there is hope. You know, if you follow your guidance, if you listen to that inner child, understand what they're trying to say to you, you know, and just follow just the little bits, little breadcrumbs at first, you know, and really tune in to yourself, then happiness will find you, because your soul, your spirit already knows what it wants in life. It already knows what it's destined to experience in this lifetime, and it's just about remembering and plugging back into that, and yeah, happiness will find you. It is, or can be, that simple. Now obviously it doesn't happen overnight, and you have to put in the hard work, but there is a light, there is hope, you know, there is a way to achieve everything that you always wanted, whatever that looks like for you. You know, it might not be a family, it might not be having kids, and that's fine. Everybody's vision of happiness, or what brings them happiness, is different. So yeah, just you know, let me know what is it, be honest with yourself, be honest with us, you know, by saying it out loud, by honouring it, by giving it the energy that you know it's there? What's that little burning thing inside you that really, oh, thanks Rocky. Rocky really wanted to turn around in that moment. That was his burning desire. And he did it. You know, that's the brilliance of animals, isn't it? They do what they want, and within reason, you know, we should follow suit. We need to do what it is that lights our fire, that gets us burning. Light again, you know, sparkle, put the sparkle back into your eyes. So yeah, that's what I now have a passion for. I really love to help people find their passion, find what it is that they want in life, find their path to happiness, you know. So yeah, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, know that there is hope and there is a light, and by working on yourself, finding your guidance, and listening to what it is that your soul is desperate to achieve in this lifetime, then just by following those steps, even if you don't know where they're leading, you know, happiness will find you. You will attract that life that you want. So yeah. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching either on the live or the replay. And grateful to have you with me. So I will wish you all a wonderful evening, and until next time, take care. Bye.